I hate to break it to you ladies, but your white knight's probably not coming. Hey, what is good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who I is, the good doc, Dr. Mike, back again, once again, with another classic video for you guys today. Sincerely hope everybody's blessed and having a good one. First time to the Dr. Mike TV channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you notify, all of that good stuff, everything that you'll need to know about me, yours truly, listed in the links in the description area below, okay? So I was recently watching Rike's video, many of you guys know this one, entitled The Hard Truth About the Boots on the Ground Rule. And when I was listening to it, I picked up some very interesting talking points, and I felt like it was covered very well, but there were some things that I felt I would like to add to that particular video as well, because I felt like we have to be honest with the Filipinas as we deal with them on a regular basis. And like I say, I often tell Filipinas and foreigners not to fully commit to online relationships. There is no such thing as an online boyfriend, online girlfriend. The only time you should ever make that particular commitment is when you are in person. I believe that particular point was made in that video, so check mark from me on that one. I often find that guys that are good with their words seem to have the ability to keep Filipinas on the hook for a mighty long time. Ladies, you need to understand this. There are a lot of guys who are very good with their words. They're very savvy. They're very sweet. They're sweet talkers. So I've learned over time that Filipinas are known for holding on to just about every word that you say. And if you are a gentleman to them, if you are nice to them, I can see how they would be willing to wait for you until you come to the Philippines. But again, I am often asked by Filipinas myself also, how long should I wait for my foreigner to come? And I'm going to give you an honest number. Ladies, I'm here to give you an honest number, okay? I feel like if you have not, since the time that you've had contact with this person, up until about the 5-year mark, if you have not had physical contact or physical being in the same location, him coming to the Philippines to see you, ladies, I'm honestly gonna tell you, he's probably not coming. And I understand, ladies, don't take my word for it all the way as bond, because there are certain rules and certain stipulations and manipulations to this particular equation. When I say 5 years of just constant contact, Skyping, Facebook, and whatever it may be, there are some guys who are literally working, but you have got to have that man show you proof that he is working to get towards seeing you. He has to be able to show you something. It cannot just be about words, because men lie, women lie, but the facts and the evidence do not. My boy says that all the time in the video, and I think that that is a very true statement. Men lie, women lie, but the facts and evidence do not. So I kind of feel like you have to find a way to at least get that man to show you that he is making a valiant effort to come to the Philippines and see you. And if you see that he is making a valiant effort to see you, there may be some conditions or exceptions to the rule. I know that I'm being generous when I say 5 years or so, and most people will be like, man, that Filipina's gonna be waiting around for this guy for 5 years, and it doesn't happen. I understand that that is a probability as well. You gotta understand, when you're entering what is referred to as a online relationship, which I do not believe exists, you are actually entering into an online contract, as in the Filipina is saying, you know what, I'm not gonna see anybody, I'm not going to talk to anybody. I'm just going to see you and entertain you. The foreigner, on the other hand, he's probably talking to a bunch of other girls, trying to scramble and get his life together and trying to get it right. But if he is fully committed to you as well, and that's probability, like I said, he's all about you. But again, you have to understand it's just a contract. This is just I shouldn't say contract, wrong word. I'll say it's more or less verbal agreement, all right? Because nothing's set in stone and nothing's written down. It's a verbal agreement that she's not talking to anybody, you're not talking to anybody, you guys are just going to be talking to each other. Unfortunately, verbal agreements are often broken, okay? And the reason that these verbal agreements are often broken is because you motherfucking foreigners lead them on, get them all excited about you coming and shit, and then your ass don't show up, all right? You just don't show up. I've seen it happen so many times. I've seen a lot of heartbroken Filipinas. That's why I'm making this video specifically for them. Ladies, if your man doesn't at least show you facts and evidence after the 2-year mark, I would say, that he's making a valiant effort to come see you, whether it be, like Rike said, there's a lot of different reasons why he may not be able to come, not a good job, not able to afford it, you know, a lot of bills and responsibilities back in the United States, child support or taking care of younger children, whatever you want to call it, whatever that challenge or obstacle or difficulty is that's keeping him from coming to you. He's probably never going to lay that out to you up front. You need to figure that shit out for yourself. Ladies, you need to figure out what it is that he is actually meaning to do with you. All right? Some of my foreigners will be like, Doc, man, why you telling her all this stuff, man? Because if you're not coming, what's the point, man? If you never gonna show up, what is the point of you even trying to talk to these Filipinas? Yes, like my man said in the video, you know, you're just trying to find escape from dealing with your real world issues back in the United States or your Western country, and that highlight of your day is when you get to speak to your young lady or whoever you're entertaining. I get it. Doc gets it. There's nothing that makes me happier than when I'm away, than when I get to contact and talk to my young lady. You understand? I get that. I know the emotion. I know the feeling. LDRs suck. But at the end of the day, I know that I'm going there and I'm already making an effort to get there. What are you doing? So, ladies, you need to make sure your man is showing you everything that he's trying to do to get to you. I don't know what proof or evidence you need. You might want to find that out yourself. I mean, attempts to pay for a plane ticket, something that shows he's putting a down payment on plane tickets or whatever it may be. I don't know what kind of proof or facts or evidence that you need, but you need to make sure that man provides, okay? That's all I need you to do for yourself, because this is some hard truth. If the man hasn't come to see you yet, and you've been talking to him for 2.5 years, 5 years, some people even do a decade, he probably not coming, okay? I'm gonna just tell you the truth. He's probably not gonna come. Let's look at each other. Look at my eyes, baby. He ain't coming. All right, trust me, I know. He not coming. Maybe he got a wife in the United States. Maybe he's got other responsibilities in the United States and he's just using you. That's a possibility too. I'm sorry. Because when you label a video a cold hard truth, man, you gotta lay it on thick and you're gonna have to be honest with your lady. And the ladies that are listening to me, the fellas who are listening to me, whoever it may be, cold hard truth is this: if he ain't made it there yet, after promise after promise after promise, he is likely never gonna come. Your white knight is not gonna come and save you, baby. I'm sorry. I apologize on behalf of these dudes for being the type of men that they are and trying to tell you that they're actually gonna come when they're not. Trust me, I know these guys. I know the types. Been around them my whole life. That's why when you see me, I'm a normal solo traveler. Too many people tell you, oh man, let's go on the Philippines next year, man, I'm ready. Then you ready to go, there's an excuse why they can't come. Same rules apply with these women in their online relationships. Ladies, most of these guys don't mean you well. Number one, most of these guys don't mean shit. Like, they're not gonna come. They're just not going to come. So unless you force him to show his hand, unless you force him to say, look, where are we and where do we stand? Why are you wasting your time? Don't be influenced by flowery words. That's the best way. Don't let that man flatter you. Hell, I call Filipinas beautiful too, especially if I mean it. And I mean, you just let that be the know-all be-all. All right? So focus on that real quick. There's something that I also wanted to say as well that I think a lot of people may agree or disagree with, but this is just the cold hard truth as far as the doc is concerned. I've learned over time that a lot of guys in these quote unquote online relationships have a tendency to send their girl money. And we've talked about that, but I want to tell you why I believe, my opinion only, why they send money. They send money because they feel guilty about not being able to come and see her, number one. And they send money to try their best to keep that woman in place, okay? They do that. Trust me, I know guys who do that. And it ain't a lot of money, don't get me wrong. We talked about not sending at all unless you're mad, etc., etc. But you do have some guys who do that in order to keep the woman in check, to keep her in line, to keep her focused strictly on the guy. And then you have some that do it because they feel guilty about not being able to be there. And hopefully, maybe something changes within the next couple of months to a year that will allow them to travel. So it's kind of like put a down payment on a car and hopefully you get to pay it off. AKA the payoff is being able to come to the Philippines and seeing your young lady. But I will tell you this, gentlemen. I will tell you this, and I'm just truth. This is a cold, hard truth video, okay? So, gentlemen, I'm speaking to you right now. Ladies, you've had your moment. I hope you enjoyed this part of the video, but I'm talking to my guys right now, okay? You can continue watching if you want to. I'll give you about 2 seconds for you to cut the video off before I go on my tantrum or tangent or whatever you call it, okay? All right, it's been long enough, okay? Gentlemen, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I respect y'all to an extent, okay? And there was once upon a time when I didn't give 2 shits and a damn about a lot of guys, a lot of foreigners and stuff like that. Okay, I'll be honest with you. So, you know, you're over here making these promises to these Filipinas. Yeah, baby, I'm gonna come see you. Yeah, baby, I'm gonna be here with you. I promise, I'm gonna be there. Buttering them up, getting them all excited and having them little butterflies in their stomach and stuff, making them feel just like they are the bee's knees, like they everything, right? Then you never show up. Then you have an argument or a disagreement, or there's a moment in time where there is no contact. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you go a couple of days and she's worried something happened to you or whatever it may be. But I'm gonna be real with you. You act that way if you want to, and I pray that you don't have feelings for these girls, okay? Because once you've made so many promises and you've broken those promises time and time and time again, you're leaving that woman weak and you're leaving that woman vulnerable for somebody like myself. You understand that? When you do that, you're leaving that woman weak and vulnerable to somebody like me. Now, I'm no predator, none of the above, but let me be honest with you. There have been times and moments where I basically played the cleanup man. And I'm not talking about cleanup man in the reference of taking care of that woman and if she's broken. I mean, if she's like, if she had kids, taking care of the kids, not that type of cleanup. I'm talking about where you broken her heart. There will be somebody like me in country that will that'll clean it up, and it'll be so easy for us because you fucked up. You understand? You understand how easy you're making it is for somebody who knows when a Filipina needs to be fixed again? You understand? Think about it. You broke her heart. She's probably got a thing for foreigners considering that she actually gave you a chance, right? So imagine when you've broken her heart and she comes across somebody like me who's actually in country, who's physically there already. Do you not believe that there is a probability that if I say the right thing at the right time, and I'm known for doing that, right place, right time, that I'm gonna get what you should have gotten? You understand me? You understand what I'm saying? All that time you're wasting, all that time you BSing around and playing around and, you know, playing with your dick and not getting your shit together so that you can come and see this woman that you apparently love, all that dicking around, all that's gonna do is push her towards another dude. Most of the time it's a local, but there's that rare occasion where yours truly swoops in like he's Superman, pick up the pieces to that woman's broken heart, treat her the way that she need to be treated. Basically listen to her tell her story about how her foreigner man never came, how her man he just left me and I'm sad and I'm broken. It's okay, baby, don't worry about it. I'm here for you. You don't think for one fucking second that I'm gonna get what should have basically been yours? You're sadly mistaken, my friend. There was once upon a time when you individuals who played a game with these Filipinas made it easy for me, okay? Once upon a time, you made it easy for me. And I'm not devious, I'm not predatory or anything like that. I'm just telling you the truth. Filipinas need somebody to help fix them when they're damaged. And if you damage them, they don't call me the good doc for no reason, bruh. Doc has a lot of different hats, man. Underneath that doctor banner, there's a lot of things that go underneath it, okay? And I'm gonna leave that to your imagination, because we into sexual healing. When I get that feeling. Yeah, I'll be fucking with y'all. I'm joking. But I'm just saying that to be real, guys. I know I went on my tangent. But again, cold hard truth is this. You keep messing with her, and if you ever really genuinely love her, please believe that she is gonna probably find somebody else if you keep breaking those promises, okay? That's just my little tangent. I went in about 15 minutes too long. My apologies. But again, this has been the Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV. Tell me how you feel, man. If you agree, you'd be like, Doc, man, there is a such thing as online relationships. They're real. Everything about it is real. Everything about it is, if I love her and she says she loves me, then we're in a relationship and all of that shit. Or if you're like, man, I can't take online relationships seriously, but I'm definitely gonna try my best to make the best out of a bad situation. I understand that you gentlemen can move past very quickly because, again, Filipinas, beautiful ones, are a dime a dozen. There's a plethora of them. But you gotta understand what you're doing to the ladies as an effect. Some of you don't care, and I think that's where a lot of you guys get off. But yours truly, because I do care about women in general, I'm not an asshole, I can feel some pity for them because you guys are fucking around on them. So when I do that, I kind of feel like there's a lesson that needs to be learned on both ends. I could tell you stories, but Doc is not. I'm not a kiss and tell type. So I'm gonna leave it with that. And with that being said, the Good Doc is officially out. At least nako pa alam, which means I'm going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Sincerely do. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Peace.